How's it going, everybody? It's PJ for Pete_J on YouTube, PJ Play on Twitch. Back on Plane Mechanic Simulator. We are still with the number 18 Squadron. We're still Flight Sergeant. I guess that might be the highest rank we can get, and we're still working on the Bristol Blenheim. We're going to continue our game. Last time we were 2 o'clock in the morning in the hangar. We'll be 2 o'clock in the morning on the airfield, and we're going to start the game there. All right, so last time we had a long episode with only one. I think there were 2 jobs we did. The first job required some major deconstruction of the right engine, was it, or the left? I can't remember, but we did it. We got it done, and I think we were able to sneak one more in there before we ended the session, but we'll jump into it here. Order number 08179. George Martel, our pilot, says during the flight over the channel, the left engine started giving off white smoke. It seems that oil is getting into the combustion chamber. Fix the problem with the white smoke from the left engine and refill the oil. Okay. The left engine, correct? In the left engine, yes. Okay. And it does. It sounds like the engine is burning oil, which I think may mean having to take a look at some valves, I think. We need our ladder. Where'd you go? There we go. I'm gonna get up to the left engine. So, how's everybody doing? Get a little R&R. Let's pull the covers off and see what we can see. Again, all right, so I guess we just continue to tear, right? Let's take a look at the inventory real quick. Anything damaged? No, nothing is damaged. Okay. Left engine. I am tearing down the right engine, folks. No! Wow, am I an idiot? I am such an idiot. What am I doing? Sorry, folks. Sorry. I apologize. I messed this up. I messed this up from the jump off. Oh, and it's going to be something really simple when we get over there. Watch. Oh man, I am so mad at myself. You know, we played baseball last night, and it did not go well. I'm having trouble in not hockey, but in golf. I don't even know the sport I'm playing. I'm calling it hockey. I'm calling golf hockey. I'm not even playing hockey. This is how messed up I am, folks. You'll have to forgive Pete. Maybe he needs a little. He needs a 3-day. Needs a 3-day leave. He needs to get his head together, because I don't know what he is talking about. But yeah, I've just been struggling a little bit. I wound up in an accident in American Truck Simulator. I was in an accident in Euro Truck Simulator. Yeah, just not been the banner days for your boy Pete. He's been having some trouble. So you'll have to forgive him. And this adds to the pile. That's all. We just had another, do you know what Pete did? Moment, All right, we're going to get these put back together, and then we're going to get working on the proper engine. How did I blow that? Normally I'm pretty good about that. Normally pretty good about that. I can't believe I blew that. Usually always pretty forthright. Okay. I was going to say, we're getting too far into this engine. I think there was that last thing. I was like, if we go any deeper, I seriously, I don't think there's anything behind here. So I can't, if I'm not seeing it at this point. And that's when I went, wait a minute, what engine is it? Which engine was it supposed to be? Because I think I'm on the wrong one. And sure enough, I'm tearing down the right engine when it was the left engine. All right, disengage. Let's go over to the proper engine this time. It is... All right. The left engine, which is the pilot's left. So if the pilot is sitting here, facing that way, this would be his left engine, correct? Yeah, nothing in the inventory. It is the left engine. Okay. Let's start over, folks. My name's Pete. Hey, it's Pete J for Pete _J on YouTube, Pete J Play on Twitch. And we are trying to track down the source of the white smoke. More, probably a source of burning oil coming somewhere in the engine. We had a issue. Okay, there we go. We're going to pull the propellers off just so we can get this other piece of cowling off. And that way we can... Okay. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? Are you wrong? You're wrong, right? No, I gotta take this off first. So he's not wrong. I am wrong. All right. So yeah. So a source of burning oil in the engine. So let's do just a precursory, just kind of a visual. Look, we got a bad cylinder right here. We can see that already. We had some kind of an examination light or something. We're going to examine them in a minute, but I just like to do a little bit of a visual. Like I say, this one looks black. I don't know if that means it's scored or burnt or... But see, they like this. These two look different. And you're like, okay, maybe this one's burnt. But then when you turn, you're like, no, it just looks like it's a lighting thing. This one looks dead, though. I mean, you can see the... Okay, so we're going to hit 3, and we're going to take a look. I thought we would be talking about valves, and to be honest with you, these valves aren't even showing up. And I thought they should be. Thought they would be showing up. Okay, so let's do a quick valve check, right? We'll start with the master cylinder. That's pristine. Pristine. Damaged, okay. So we got 2 damaged cylinders. Turbocharger, okay. I think these are alright. Although I may want to check all the gearbox, the rocker boxes, just to be on the safe side. Actually, at this point, we messed around so much on the other one. Let's just go ahead and start tearing this one down. We know that's what we got to do. First thing we got to do is remove the valves.
Nope.
I know. Okay. Go. Okay. I'm going to break this loose from the rest of the engine. We'll take it and see if we can fix it. I don't know if we can. I've been complaining the last couple of episodes that there's really, I mean, I really haven't had much to fix. Really, it's been coming down to just requisitioning new stuff, and I don't know if this is going to be any different. I have mentioned in the past that I've tried to take things over to the bench. Like I say, the older, what was it, Spitfire, stuff like that. We were able to kind of take the head apart and stuff like that, and the cylinder apart, and kind of fix it. I don't know if that's available to us. And oh, piston cap is damaged.
No.
Am I gonna have to pull this whole thing apart to check all the piston caps? That's gonna be the next issue, right? What do we do, folks? Do we?
No.
I know. I know better than you. I know better than you, dude. That's why I got the stripes on my arm and you don't. Busting my chops just because you think you get the little bit of street cred for busting my chops. Well, you know what? Hey.
No.
Road chief, you too. You can go on the road too. Have you both thrown in the pokey. All right. Don't really need to take those out. Did I do that on the other one? Although now I'm starting to be concerned about possibility of piston caps and piston rods that may have gotten cooked. I think that might be the damage we're looking at there.
No.
Shut up. Alright. So we've got the two broken ones. We go here, that's alright. That's alright. That's alright. Boo, boo. Not gonna give me the valves. I'm gonna have to. Why did the other one give me the valves, but this one didn't? Definitely should have all the spark plugs. Pristine. See, it gave me the. Uh-oh, there's another one. I can't, because that's retracted, I can't really get to it. I have to get to the. I gotta get to the piston rod to get that off, and in order to do that, we're back to having to tear the whole thing down again. Well, at least to here. So we gotta get the, gotta get the rocker boxes off, which means what? We gotta pull the valve, so.
No.
Yeah. We're right there. Go ahead and do it. Don't give me any lip. Not interested in your lip. You're going on report. And the report says, guys who are jerks, and your name is going to be number 1 through 10. That's who's a jerk. This guy here, Schmucky. I'm going to call you Schmucky.
No.
Yeah. You do what I tell you to do, Schmucky. That's what you do. Know your role and shut your mouth. You got me waiting here, Schmucky. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm standing here doing nothing.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, that's polite at least. I forgot. I was so busy yelling at Schmucky, I forgot, kind of forgot what I was doing. So I think this is going to be another,
No.
one work order episodes. But we have to, now that I've seen that both of those piston heads are shot, I at least have to, I know I have to get in there to take off that one, because I can't reach it from here. So as long as we do that, we're going to have to, we'll go ahead and check the missed it by a hair's breadth. A hair's breadth is what I missed it by. All right.
No.
9 times out of 10, he's yelling at me for his own incompetence. You understand what I'm saying? You know folk like that? Everybody knows folk like that. He's yelling at me because I'm doing it better than he is. And because I'm doing it better than he is upset and he's yelling at me. But it's not a reflection of me. If anything, it reflects positively on me. It says that I am working rings around that dude.
No.
Yeah, shut up. I'm working rings around that dude and he can't handle it. Who can't handle it? Not me. I handle it just fine. That brother. Not so
No.
much. I know.
No.
Oh, shut up. All right. Here we go. Where are we at and what are we doing? Oh my God, we're still doing this. God. Killing me. I'm hoping at the end, well, like I said before, that one piston cap is fried and I cannot get it without removing all this stuff. So,
Nope.
at least there is a purpose to it. You know, there is a reason for it. I was just about to say, I kind of hope there's another one just to kind of really drive home the fact that this was necessary. You know what I mean? If it's just the one, I'm gonna kind of feel a little bad, you know. But if there's more than one, you go, see, now if I hadn't taken that apart, I would have never known that this one had to be changed as well, you know. And then you,
Nope.
oops, sorry, yeah, I know. I think that's the other thing I do is the camera kind of fades in its movement. So you move it up and you think, okay, this is where I want it, but it kind of continues moving just a little bit, you know? And because of that, it kind of moves out of position and you wind up hitting the, getting the guys yelling at you. Alright. I now seem to be stuck.
No.
Woohoo! Did you see that? That was me disengaging from the engine. How many left? I think we just got one left. Okay, we got this one. We're gonna get back.
No.
Ow. I'm just trying to engage the thing, dude. There we go. Alright.
No.
Alright. 2. Oh, that seems like it inverted somehow.
No.
That seems like it's inverted somehow. I don't know how it did it, but it did it. There we go. And now we're going to do follower rods. 1 and 2. Got bolt cases. 1 and 2. Alright. So I think we're golden now. Let's take these screws off. Alright.
No. No, sir. No.
That one I was wrong about. I was trying to take the reduction drive off without taking the engine cover off. So that is my fault. I'm gonna disengage real quick. How are you gonna let me take all of that off without taking this stuff off? Come on, dude. You yell at me all day about stuff and then you're gonna let me do something that wacky? How am I supposed to... Really? Alright, here, I'm gonna pull the whole thing. Maybe they let you do that to kind of expedite the situation a little bit, right? No, it's a glitch because it just pulled that thing right through. Yeah, okay. That was the one we knew about, so... Alright, so... But we also had to get the rod, so... it was a good thing that we pulled that. Alright, 3, what else is in here that we can check out? Turbo. Engine cover. Crankshaft. Okay, so everything else is pristine. What do we got in our inventory besides everything? We have a damaged cylinder. We have 2 damaged cylinders, I should say. 2 damaged cylinders. We have 2 damaged piston caps. And what else do we have damaged? A piston rod. Okay. All right, let's go requisition ourselves some parts. And hopefully we'll get the requisition. Oh, I was supposed to. Pete is not doing well lately. He's going to have to really kind of find himself again because he is kind of off the mark here. A bit off the mark here, and because of that, not doing well. I think we all should say, hey Pete, let's get back to doing well. How about that? How about you try doing that for a bit? Alright, so there's that. We're gonna get this on. And that cap. Okay. Crankshaft back on. I have not heard the timpani of completion, but that could just be because we haven't put the repaired cylinders back on either. So once we do that, we may get there we go. There's the timpani of completion. Okay, so we did get it. And now we're gonna rebuild tier stuff. We're gonna build this out to about here, I think. Maybe we'll take it all the way. We just won't put the propellers back on until we get the cowling back on. Excuse me, hold on. That kind of jumped up from out of nowhere, didn't it? We can put these on, I think. I'm not sure about the propellers. I would think that there's got to be some kind of a locking mechanism so these things don't fly out. You know what I mean? But what do I? Here we go. Intake tubes back in. Pipes, intake pipes, or yeah, pipes. Okay. And the exhaust pipes. Get that back in. Let's put the follower rod cases back on. Always start from the back, Pete. You've been trying to remember that because it makes it easier. No, that's not what I was trying to do. But that's why I keep trying to remind myself to start in the back, because at least that way you can. It makes it easier to reach. If you get the back done first and then you do the front, it's easier than trying to do the front and then reach around to try to get the back done. Alright, so there's that. I think we're a couple of valves and a spark plug away from having this one done. Okay, 1 down, 8 to go. Cases. I should see. Oh, I messed up again. I just said, do the back first, Pete. Okay, that's all right. We were able to get it done. I should see if I can pull the engine cover with the follower rod cases in. I don't think I will be able to, but if it saves a step, that's the whole thing. If it can save us a step, then it's well worth the price of admission. You know what I mean? Valves. At least we don't have to do spark plugs on all these cylinders. Alright, so that should be done with that one. 2 down, 7 to go. Starting with the cases, we want to start. We want to start in the back. There we go. And we're going to do the front, back, and the back. And now we can put the rocker box on. Lock that down in place. Valves. 1. Valve 2. Valve 3. Like I say again, because we didn't. This is not one of the ones that had to be replaced, so we don't have to worry about spark plugs or anything like that. So this is done. We'll move on to the next. Follower rod. Case. Follower rod case. Again, see how it's a little bit easier if you start in the back and then move your way. Oh. And of course, you could always do it this way as well. That now 4. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. 4 down, 5 to go. Start in the back. Front. So yeah, so that was it. We fixed the engine. The last thing on the work order is just to be to fill it with oil. We also, I also forgot to check the fuel, so we will have to do that as well before we can officially call this one done. Back first. Right. All right. Okay. Again, this was not one we had to taken apart. This is a new cylinder, so we're gonna have to go ahead and go the whole 9 yards with this one. Put the intake pipes back on, the exhaust pipes. We got to put the spark plugs back in. So this one is a full service situation here. Okay, and inside, outside. Okay, I think I'm stuck again. We'll get to the rocker box in a second here. Spark plug gold cable. All right, rocker box. Valve. 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 There we go. I think that one's done. All right, where are we at? Well, I think we're getting close, right? Oh, we got 2 left. Okay. But these were not replaced, so it's really just follower rods and rocker box valves, and that's it. Actually, as long as we're here, right? In for a penny, in for a pound, let's get her done. All right, valves. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous, huh? It would have gone I was gonna say it would have gone much faster. I don't know if it would have gone any faster. We almost did the complete same work order, but on the wrong engine. Obviously, I think if we would have, we could have saved ourselves. If we would have saved ourselves that first half, we'd probably, yeah, we probably took half the episode was barking up the wrong tree, basically. I think I might try to get a couple more in. Hopefully, if they're short, again, if we wind up, if we're in a scenario where everything's just kind of a major tear down rebuild, I don't know if I'll get into that, but I'd like to give you guys at least one more work order here. Not to mention myself. I had high hopes for this afternoon, and it just didn't seem to pan out that way. Largely due to my own incompetence. Let's call it what it is, folks, incompetence. Alright, so there's that. And here you go. And here you go. Now we can put the propeller on. Feel good about putting that propeller back on there, huh? Come on, Chief, you're over here. You're over there. Refill oil 1. Probably had to refill oil 2 first, but that's okay. I think in the end we got to refill both. Yeah. Refill the oil. Oosh. She be empty. Alright, so that, and then we want to double check the fuel before we sign off. So, yeah. Ultimately, in the end, we got it done. Like I say, we kind of went down the rabbit hole a bit, but stuff like that happens periodically. Gotta go to oil 2, right? Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say. For a minute there, I forgot where I was at. Forgot what I was doing. I forgot where I was at. Well, we got it. So now that we've got the situation fixed, I feel comfortable filling the oil. I wonder, I gotta believe, I think I said this before, I think they add the oil to the fuel mixture. I think that's how they do it. I'm not 100% sure. I should have to look it up, but as far as the game goes, there aren't a whole lot of the oil pan back. There aren't really a whole lot of things that are, specifically called out for the lubrication system, the oil system. So, all right, so that says we're done. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign off. I know Pete didn't look for an F12. He did not, but that's because he kind of screwed himself up. Oil filled over max. Oh, come on. Come on. Good job. Yeah, I got to tell you the truth. It is so hard to see those lines, and they're so close together. I kind of think it might have been the first one. And I tried to turn it off as quick as I could. So, all right, repair the stopped right motor. Oh, wait, this is order number 08190. George Martell is still our pilot. Since the last contact with the enemy, the speed indicators have gone crazy. As if that wasn't enough, the right engine jammed and the left engine lost power. Repair the stopped right motor. Remove the power loss problem in the left engine. Repair the pilot tube. The pitot tube. Alright, well, we can fix the pitot tube. Actually, I guess we can take a look, right? 3. Pitot tube. Oh, it is damaged. I will remove the pitot tube. There we go. Is there anything under here? It's just a series of connections, huh? Yeah. We can't select that. So, what else do we got? Repair the stopped right motor. Okay, so this is the stopped right motor here. Let's hit 3. Let's jump on. Stopped right rotor or motor? Color screw. Yep. All right, I'm not seeing anything.
No, sir.
Yeah, I know. I just needed to engage with the motor. That's all. Go 3. I think I might see. Nope. All right. Well, I got nothing on the. Got nothing on the spark plugs or spark plug wires. All right. Well, we're gonna hold off on this one because again, it's starting to seem like we're gonna have to get into it a little bit deeper than I was thinking. Again, I just want to double check to make sure that it is motor and not rotor. I thought I read it as rotor. Stop right motor. Okay, we are on the right, which is good. Stop right motor. All right. And we already checked those, so we know these are not the issue, but we're gonna pull that. Go in here and stop right motor. Pull. Let's start pulling. Who knows?
No.
Maybe we can get it done here before too long. But if we start getting too deep into this engine, we may have to.
No, sir.
May have to call it. I feel like if you get to this, just getting to this point, it kind of gives you a pretty good look at things. We're still looking at everything looking okay. Okay. There we go. Three. Crankshaft. What is back there? Master rod. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, because in order to get to the master rod, we do have to take this engine apart again. We have to.
No.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Yeah, we gotta get. So we're gonna have to pull all of the rocker box. Oh well, first start where you got to start. We got to start with the valves, then the rocker boxes, then the follower rods, then the cases. Then we can get this cover off. At which point we can get the rings off. You got the front cam ring and the rear cam ring. We pull those off. You got to pull your crankshaft out, and then you got to get to the master rod, which apparently is broken. So the master rod, obviously, if the master rod breaks, well, then it's going to seize the whole engine, right? Because that master rod is actually connected to the, are they calling it the crankshaft? Yeah, the crankshaft. So if that thing gets jammed up, then you got nothing. Okay, so what was the other thing? Power loss problem in the left engine. Yeah, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to call it here, folks. We will restart this mission, and we will take care of that next time out. All right, folks, I think we're going to end it there. When we come back, we will definitely have to be tearing into both of these engines and getting pretty deep into it. So I think what we're going to wind up doing is we're going to restart this task. and we're going to go ahead and we are going to exit the game from here. But come back next time, and we will handle this job order, and we will keep working our way towards the Vickers Wellington, and hopefully I'll see you again real soon. Be safe, be well, be good, be back here next time, and we'll talk soon. All right, bye-bye.